Do you ever walk through your house and feel suffocated by the sheer volume of belongings surrounding you? For those beyond 70, dealing with excess possessions is an incredibly common struggle. There comes a stage in life when the things we own shift from bringing us happiness to becoming sources of anxiety, affecting us physically, mentally, and emotionally. Perhaps you've realized that locating items has become challenging, or that housekeeping demands far more effort than before. The reality is that holding on to belongings that serve no real function can gradually sap your vitality and transform your living space from a sanctuary into something oppressive. In this video, we'll explore 5 particular categories of items that have no place in a home prioritizing tranquility and minimalism over material accumulation. While these possessions may appear innocent or hold sentimental value, they frequently obstruct your path to genuine serenity. If decluttering has been on your mind but you're unsure how to start, this guide will empower you to take that crucial first step. Stick around to the conclusion, as I'll reveal not only what needs removing, but also the profound impact that releasing these items can have on your everyday well-being. You'll discover strategies to reclaim your environment, establish equilibrium, and reconnect with the freedom of living simply. If you're prepared to restore peace to your home, this is essential viewing. Let's dive in. Category 1. Obsolete documents and neglected records. The primary source of clutter overwhelming many senior households is documentation that's outlived its relevance. Ancient utility bills, warranties that expired long ago, outdated medical records, and mountains of historical tax paperwork silently accumulate in storage spaces, tucked into drawers, stuffed in closets, even hidden beneath furniture. People retain these documents out of concern they might eventually need them, or because they're uncertain which papers are dispensable and which are critical. However, the truth remains that clinging to irrelevant paperwork is essentially maintaining a persistent source of stress. Each time you encounter that drawer or pass by those stacked folders, it creates mental noise, even subconsciously. For a serene, organized home, begin with your documentation. Dedicate a relaxed afternoon, play some enjoyable music, and examine your files systematically. Generally speaking, documents beyond 7 years old, particularly tax records, can be safely destroyed unless your financial advisor or tax authority specifies otherwise. Medical documentation and insurance policies that have been superseded or terminated have absolutely no reason to occupy your valuable space. Establish a designated folder or compact container for genuinely essential papers: birth documentation, estate planning documents, identification, active insurance policies, and grant yourself permission to discard everything else. Eliminating outdated paperwork accomplishes more than creating physical space in your filing system. It represents liberation from historical burdens, allowing focus on the present moment. There's remarkable confidence in knowing precisely where your crucial documents reside, and in shedding items that have exceeded their usefulness. If releasing these feels difficult, know you're not alone. I once knew a gentleman named Charles, in his mid-70s, who maintained boxes of business paperwork for years. He perpetually intended to organize them eventually, but the undertaking seemed insurmountable. One weekend, assisted by a friend, Charles released everything except a select few meaningful records. He described feeling more liberated than he had in decades. Purging obsolete paperwork ranks among the fastest and most straightforward methods to minimize clutter, decrease stress, and enhance life manageability. You'll discover that subsequent decluttering efforts become considerably easier after completing this initial step. When your home is liberated from unnecessary documentation, it creates mental clarity and preparedness for whatever lies ahead. Category 2. Idle appliances and redundant gadgets. The second category that tends to accumulate undetected in senior homes involves small kitchen appliances and duplicate devices lacking genuine utility. Throughout the years, it's remarkably easy to accumulate an extra coffee maker, multiple toasters, a malfunctioning blender, or specialty equipment used just once, perhaps a waffle maker or electric knife. Maybe you retained that backup microwave or rice cooker just in case, or because it was a gift. The honest reality is that these unused or redundant items consume valuable counter and storage space, making your kitchen feel congested and maintenance more challenging. Every appliance and tool you maintain should justify its presence by simplifying your life or sparking joy. If you haven't used something within 12 months or cannot recall why you're keeping it, it's likely time for it to go. Remove everything from your counters and assess honestly. Identify anything broken, obsolete, or replaced by newer versions. Be truthful about actual usage. That rice cooker purchased on sale but never mastered, the mixer missing components, those multiple slow cookers acquired for gatherings that never materialized, they're not benefiting you now, and retaining them merely contributes to disorder. Clearing unused appliances from your kitchen and storage areas does more than free physical space in your filing system. It diminishes the daily cognitive load required to locate what you genuinely need. When opening a drawer or cabinet reveals only items you actively use and appreciate, your entire kitchen becomes more welcoming. You're more inclined to prepare nutritious meals, clean efficiently, and enjoy your time at home. Additionally, passing appliances along to relatives, friends, or donation centers breathes new life into these items and helps others in need. I recall a woman named Marjorie in her early 80s who possessed a cabinet overflowing with old blenders and processors, each lacking different parts. When her daughter visited and inquired about them, Marjorie couldn't even remember the last time she had used most of them. They devoted a Saturday to sorting functional items from broken ones and identifying donation candidates. By day's end, the kitchen felt more spacious, brighter, and far easier to navigate. Marjorie smiled each time she entered to prepare her morning coffee, appreciating the reclaimed space. Releasing unused appliances is a straightforward action that can dramatically improve your daily comfort and sense of organization. You deserve a kitchen that supports you, not one that works against you. Eliminate the excess and permit yourself to retain only what genuinely enhances your days. Category 3: Excessive wardrobes and neglected clothing. The third source of concealed clutter in many households, particularly for individuals past 70, involves clothing. Garments, closets, and dresser drawers possess an uncanny ability to accumulate beyond our awareness. Shirts that no longer fit properly, coats unworn for years, uncomfortable shoes, and forgotten accessories. It's tempting to allow these items to pile up, thinking we might eventually wear them again, or holding on to them due to memories associated with particular events or life phases. Yet each time you open an overstuffed closet filled with unworn clothing, it serves as a reminder not of plenty, but of indecision and lost opportunities. An overcrowded wardrobe can gradually undermine your confidence and vitality. It complicates morning routines, makes finding appropriate clothing difficult, and prevents you from feeling comfortable in your own body. If you desire a simpler, lighter existence, it's time to honestly and compassionately evaluate your clothing collection. Begin by removing everything from closets and drawers. Set aside garments you wear regularly and feel wonderful in. For everything else, ask yourself, does this still fit? Is it comfortable? Have I worn it recently? If the answer is no, it's time to release it.
Parting with clothing attached to memories isn't always simple. A cherished dress from a grandchild's wedding, a suit worn throughout your career, shoes from a memorable journey. However, keeping these items stored away, accumulating dust, doesn't truly honor those memories. Instead, consider photographing genuinely meaningful pieces before passing them along. Donate what you can to community shelters, religious organizations, or charities supporting families in need. Share favorite accessories with friends or family members who'll appreciate them. Maintaining a smaller wardrobe doesn't mean sacrificing style or variety. In reality, most people discover they repeatedly wear the same comfortable favorites. By curating your closet to include only what you love and use, you create space for new memories and eliminate daily stress. You'll find it easier to maintain tidiness, dress without frustration, and feel put together daily. I knew a man named Frank, now in his early 70s, who finally addressed his overflowing wardrobe one winter. He discovered 3 identical sweaters he'd forgotten about, professional pants that no longer fit, and more ties than he'd worn in a decade. By donating what he didn't need and organizing the remainder, Frank reclaimed space, rediscovered old favorites, and even inspired his friends to follow suit. He described it as breathing fresh air for the first time in years. Reducing your clothing to what you actually wear is a powerful method to eliminate clutter, boost daily confidence, and bring tranquility to your home. You're not abandoning memories or rejecting the past, you're honoring yourself by making space for the present. The next time you look in your closet, you should see options that bring smiles, not sighs. Category 4. Excess furniture and oversized decorations. A fourth common contributor to clutter in senior homes involves excessive furniture and large decorative items that no longer fulfill genuine purposes. Throughout a lifetime, it's easy to accumulate extra seating, old tables, display cabinets, and decorative pieces that once suited a larger household or different lifestyle. As time progresses and needs evolve, these substantial, heavy items can make your living areas feel confined and difficult to navigate. Beyond cluttering rooms, they can also create safety risks and complicate home maintenance. If you want to reclaim both space and mental peace, walk slowly through each room and notice your feelings. Can you move easily from place to place? Do you have furniture that's no longer used? Perhaps a formal dining set that hosts guests once annually? Or a large bookcase that's become a catch-all for miscellaneous items? Consider how you actually live today, not how you lived decades ago. Your home should reflect your current lifestyle, not serve as a museum of the past. Begin by identifying the most burdensome or unused pieces. Perhaps there's a recliner nobody finds comfortable anymore, or side tables that merely collect mail and dust. Maybe your bedroom contains a heavy dresser that could be replaced with something more compact and manageable. Ask yourself, does this item still serve me? Does it facilitate or complicate my daily life? If it's merely occupying space, consider offering it to family members, selling it, or donating it to someone who'll appreciate it. The more you release, the easier it becomes to clean, maintain, and enjoy your living areas. Oversized decor can produce the same effect. Large vases, statues, artificial plants, or elaborate wall art may have once suited your preferences, but if they now feel overwhelming or misplaced, it's perfectly acceptable to simplify. Retaining just a few cherished pieces and removing the rest can make your home feel calmer, more spacious, and easier to navigate. Remember, a few carefully selected decorations can bring far more warmth and character to a room than numerous crowded pieces. This process isn't about stripping your home of character or memories. It's about making deliberate choices that support your comfort, safety, and well-being. I remember a woman named Susan in her 70s who realized her living room was packed with inherited family furniture. While each piece held a story, collectively they made the room impractical. Susan chose to keep her favorite chair and a small table for morning coffee, giving everything else to her children and local charity. Her home became easier to manage, and she felt lighter and freer in daily life. Removing unnecessary furniture and bulky decor is a compassionate act not just for yourself, but for those who visit and help care for you. It reduces tripping hazards, simplifies tidiness maintenance, and creates a more welcoming atmosphere. Most importantly, it's a way of honoring your needs and ensuring your home serves you, not vice versa. Category 5. Sentimental objects without function. The final and often most challenging clutter category for anyone, especially those beyond 70, involves sentimental items that have lost their relevance or meaning in your current life. These can include old greeting cards, faded photographs, long-ago gifts, travel souvenirs, or boxes filled with children's childhood artwork. Over years, these keepsakes can silently multiply until they fill closets, attics, and storage containers, creating a burden of memories that becomes more overwhelming than comforting. Releasing sentimental clutter doesn't mean erasing your history or forgetting people and experiences that shaped you. It means choosing to honor the most significant memories while releasing the burden of preserving every single item. Begin by gathering all sentimental items in one location. Hold each piece and ask yourself, does this genuinely bring me joy or comfort? Does it have a place in my current life? If yes, find a special display location where you can see and appreciate it. If not, consider releasing it with gratitude. For many, it helps to maintain a small container or display area for the most precious treasures. A select few photographs, a letter from a loved one, a favorite souvenir. Photograph items you wish to remember but no longer need to physically keep. This preserves the memory without retaining the physical object. Share keepsakes with family members who might value them or pass them to friends. By doing this, you not only free home space, but also share your memories in ways that connect and enrich others' lives. There was a gentleman I knew named Howard in his early 80s who held on to dozens of boxes filled with his children's school papers, sports trophies, and old correspondence. He realized most of these items hadn't seen daylight in decades. With his daughter's help, Howard sorted through each box, selecting items that meant the most to him. They created a small memory corner in his living room, displaying favorite photos and letters. The rest he released, and he felt a sense of relief and freedom that surprised him. The process of releasing sentimental clutter can evoke strong emotions. Allow yourself to remember, reflect, and when necessary, grieve the passage of time, but understand that your memories live in your heart and stories, not merely in the objects you keep. The freedom and lightness from letting go will provide more space, physically and emotionally, to enjoy the present and welcome new experiences. You deserve a home that reflects who you are now, not just who you were. By thoughtfully curating your sentimental items, you give yourself the gift of clarity, comfort, and room to grow in the years ahead. Clearing what no longer serves you isn't just a task, but an act of self-care and love. Final thoughts. As we conclude, take a moment to look around your home and reflect on the belongings filling your space. What resonated with you most today? Which of these 5 categories is burdening you, and which can you release to create a lighter, more peaceful home? Remember, decluttering beyond 70 isn't about achieving perfection or erasing history. It's about making room for comfort, safety, and new experiences. The journey is personal, and every small step you take can bring profound relief and satisfaction. Start with what feels most manageable and be compassionate with yourself throughout the process. You don't need to accomplish everything immediately, and you don't need to release anything you're not ready to part with. The crucial thing is honoring your own needs and creating an environment where you can flourish. Each item you clear is a gift to yourself and a demonstration of love to those who share your home or visit you. Your home should reflect who you are now and the life you wish to enjoy moving forward. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing one insight you gained today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts matter to us, so please share them. Reading your comments provides tremendous motivation and encouragement. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support enables us to continue creating quality content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to connecting with you in the next video.